Hey YouTubers, this is Chris with Team CPL. What's good, Internet? Some of you may have read on my Ultimate Offering Gadgets segment. I said I got a new deck. I'm going to profile it for you soon. Here's what happened with that. I was going to run Offering Gadgets. I'm going to Regionals real soon, guys, and I was going to run Offering Gadgets. And I told you in my last video that Offering Gadgets does not need Ultimate Offering to win. But, it is a win condition. It is the biggest win condition. You cannot swarm without Ultimate Offering. So, in these days with Heavy Storm back, you've got to take the option, while it's there. You can't wait until they heavy, your Ultimate Offering to go off with it. So you got to kind of force that play. And, you do that into a Torrential Tribute or whatever, and, you're going to be a really sad panda. So, I needed something with more options. I've had Blackwing cards sitting in my projects binder with like all the stuff that I use and all these theme cards, and Blackwings was one of them. And recently, back when I wanted to build Blackwings, Armed Wing was a $20 card, so I need like 2 or 3 of him, and he was $20. I'm like, I just don't want to make that investment. So, but recently, last format, my teammate Tim, he was running Blackwings. He did really well with them. And this is back when, they were not much slower, but they were significantly slower than the other meta decks, or, the decks that were in meta at the time. And now things have kind of slowed down a little bit. You're seeing the other decks got hit pretty bad. The last format were just, broken, or, tier 0. So right now, Blackwings have a chance to catch up. So I got some advice. I got some advice from Tim. There's a guy at my locals. He's been running Blackwings for 3 years. I talked with him about it, and kind of got some input and managed to put this together. So here it is, guys. My Blackwings for the 2011 format, which is probably the deck I'm going to stick with. We got 3 Blizzard the Far North. This guy is crucial to the deck now. We do not do Value Turbo anymore. This guy is your Star Tuner. He's got a Monster Reborn-like effect. You normal summon him. He brings back a level 4 or lower Blackwing monster from the grave. Most cases, this is going to open up your level 6s very easy. Going to open up Brynock, going to open up Armwing. But sometimes, if it's late game, you've got Kaluten Grave, you've got Blizzard, you've got Bora in hand. Normal Blizzard, special Bora, or get special Kalute back from the graveyard, and then, special Bora from the hand, and there's your Trish play right there. You've got level 9 on the field. So it just makes this guy really nice in this deck, and in this format, I think really shines. We got 3, Sure the Blue Flame. When he destroys a monster by battle, special summon out 1 Blackwing monster from your deck with 1500 attack or less, and its effect is negated. Now, part of the nice thing about this is that it also helps you go into Trishula, and it does that by, if you've got Shura and Bora in hand, normal Bora, special Shura, and then run over their stuff, and then go and get Vayu from the deck. And Vayu's effect, where it can only be used, it usually can only be used in the graveyard as a Synchro Material monster. And how that works is you remove Vayu, you remove the other Synchro Material monster from the game. You banish it, and then you Synchro summon to the field. A Blackwing Synchro monster. It can't be vanilla Synchro. But when you special summon it to the field with Shura, that effect is negated, and it becomes a vanilla level 1 tuner. So Vayu just becomes, this kind of has always opened up Vayu as just being a little bit more than it usually would be. But, it's especially now that we've got Trish in the game, and have for a while, I mean, this guy is just really good it has been really good for bringing out Trishula for those times when you need it. So, yeah, really good card. We got 3 Bora. Bora is a 1700 beat stick. I think that's going to be really relevant in this format, because it seems to be a format where there are just a lot of smaller monsters. Just doing more where it used to be you summon out the smaller monsters and then you sync with them. But now, these monsters are putting in work. 1700 beat sticks have kind of come back into vogue again, guys. So not only is he a 1700 beat stick that special summons himself from the hand, but he's also, he runs over he laughs at Spirit Reaper. So, yeah. Next we got Gale, often called the best level 3 tuner in the game. I'm kind of partial to Junk Synchron, but this guy just cut Stardust's attack in half. Any monster, once per turn, cut the attack of a monster permanently. And so you can, this guy's 1300. You can run over a 1250 Stardust with this guy alone. So just, and it's a tuner. Just shenanigans. Let's see, we got 2 Blackwing Sirocco the Dawn. I like Sirocco. Some people have said, don't run this anymore because this is not Vayu Turbo, and usually this guy, made your arm wing engrave. But people do not read its second effect. Okay, first of all, its first effect is that you normal summon it out when they've got a monster and you don't. So your opponent has a monster, you don't, you normal summon him. But say you've got Gale in hand, too. So you special summon out Gale by Gale's other effect, which is that when there's another Blackwing, you can special summon out Gale. And you turn, you cut they've got a huge, I don't know, Trishula, let's say. That's the biggest thing I can think of right now. I'm sure I could think of bigger, but let's see. You cut Trishula's attack in half, and you really want to put the hurt on them. You're close to gaming them, or you can game them if you swing for just a little bit more damage. So what you do is, Sirocco's second effect, you can kick that in, and what that does is that you can select a Blackwing monster. Only that Blackwing monster can attack, but it gains attack equal to all the other Blackwing monsters on the field. So you can turn, Gale, just with Gale and Sirocco, you can turn Gale into a 3300 beat stick. So I think that's just really, people that say don't run it anything, don't just run none. They're wrong. People that say run 1 are wrong. I say 2. 2 is still really good. And you still use 2 Vayu, the Emblem of Honor. I told you about Vayu's effect. What it does. It's kind of effect, not condition, for synchro summons, but it's still really good, and it combos really well still with Icarus attack. If you got this, early game, you set Icarus attack and you set Vayu, and then you get Vayu, next turn you tribute it, you Ick attack, you destroy 2 of their cards, tribute this, and get it in the graveyard where you will probably need it. Maybe using it most of the time. So, still a good card. I would only run 2, not 3, but Zephyrus the Elite. Zephyrus is another card that people are saying, this card was good in a lot of other decks, but typically not in Blackwings. But now that we have Xyz monsters, this just makes really easy, Xyz in Blackwings. What it is that once per duel, you can return a face-up card on the field, pay 400 life points, and special summon this out of the graveyard. So it just makes another really nice combo with Icarus attack, because you get it in the graveyard where you need it. And then say you got Black Whirlwind, or you got, Bora on the field. Let's say Bora. This is my favorite play. You bounce Bora, and you get this guy back from this back from the graveyard, to get Zephyrus back from the graveyard, and then you special summon Bora anyway. And then at the end of the turn, you don't want to leave these guys exposed, the next turn. So what you do, you turn it into like a Utopia, and just, kind of wreck their plays next turn. It's a really nice kind of combo. Kalut, the honest of the Blackwing archetype. I don't need to say any more about that. 2 Valor, the game winner, if you will. I've run this in every single deck since I got the card that I've ever built. I cannot understate the value of wrecking a Trish play with this. Today I was playing Tim. Tim goes into Trish. I'm turtling behind Armor Master. He's going to take down my wall in Armor Master, and I'm just like, no, drop Valor. Just sweet. Wonderful feeling to wreck a Trish play. We got Gorse, because he's Gorse. And Dark Armed, you still got a lot of graveyard sculptability in this sculptability. I don't even know if that's a word, but in this deck, you can sculpt the graveyard really easy. So this is just really easy to get out, when you have it and when you need it. Let's see. Let's go into next. The spells are Black Whirlwinds. It's at 1. It's still really good. You normal summon out a Blackwing monster, and you get another Blackwing monster with less attack from your deck to your hand. So still just really kind of good card is good, even at 1, where it has been for a while, but still very key card in the deck. 3 Potted Duality. Again, even though this deck likes to special summon out a lot, you can play around it. And it's just really good to eliminate luck that way. And now that it's a super rare from a tin, why not? Just throw it in there. Allure of Darkness for more draw power. Where you see a lot of darks, you'll see Allure of Darkness for draw power. Book of Moon, you can do some plays with this with Armwing and Bora, but also just really good defense. Monster Reborn staple. 2 MST, I only run 2, but I feel like 2 is a staple, 3 is optional. I side deck the 3rd. Even though it's a 3 now, I side deck the 3rd. Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, the 2 destruction cards, the mass destruction cards of the deck. And they are staples. Let's see, we got 3 Icarus attack. I already told you about the plays that you can make with this. It's probably the card, I've heard this called the card that makes Blackwings viable at all. I guess I'd kind of agree. It is pretty important. You can really, like, neg your opponent that way. Just destroy 2 of their cards. You never know. You might really mess up some of their plays. Of course, we got Starlight Road in this format now, so I don't know. But definitely a good card. 2 Bottomless, which will become Solemn Warnings when the tins come out. 2 Compulses, just for, like, kind of like, yeah, if you can't, sometimes it's just like, say Gachi Gachi Gentetsu, which is really popular in Agents and in Formula Monarchs. You can't destroy them, so why not just bounce them back? I feel that's, and it's chainable, which is important in this format with Heavy Storm back. Mirror Force staple, Torrential Tribute staple, Solemn Judgment staple, and as I was saying, Starlight Road. In this format, probably a staple, guys. You should be maining at least 1. Next, we're going to go into the extra deck real quick. We got Ally of Justice Catastor for our level 5. We've got Gaia the Fierce Knight, just something that you can run over, again, Stardust Sheehan. Bryo, really broken in Blackwings. 2 Armed Wings, again, you're going to be going into level 6s most of the time. This is just, it has piercing damage, and when it pierces a defense position monster, it gains 500 attack. We've got Armor Master that you can kind of, like I said, turtle behind. It's good defense. But I'd only run it at 1. I only have 1, and I would only run it at 1. Black Rose Dragon staple. Scrap Archfiend. I finally picked one up off someone. I just feel like it's a good, especially in this format, and in the last, it was also just a good, like, level 7, like, alternative to Black Rose, or in this case, Armor Master. We got 2 Stardust Dragon, kind of staple, 1 for Starlight Road and 1 to summon. We've got Thought Ruler Archfiend. I don't have Scrap Dragon, but I feel like this guy might be a better choice in this format anyway, because I'm seeing a lot of creature swap. And I don't like that, so Thought Ruler is just kind of an out to that. If I had Scrap Dragon, I would probably run him, but I think I'd also have to keep my Thought Ruler in this format, to be honest. Dark End Dragon, just another anti-meta kind of card, because unlike, like, say, Scrap Dragon, this does not destroy, well, in this case, only monsters. It sends them to the graveyard, which is a completely different thing. So you can get around Stardust Dragon with this card, just by reducing its attack. And you can get rid of Stardust. Trishula, oh, finally. You do not know how long I've been looking for this card, but finally, I got mine in a decent enough trade the other day, and so definitely good in this deck too, in any deck. Now I got 2 Utopias. One of these would probably be a Roach if I had it, but still, Utopia is just a really good rank 4 Xyz. Being able to stop. I've also found a trick where you can just, like, if you run into their Mirror Force, you just negate the attack declaration. So, it stops their Mirror Force, kind of similar to like what Stardust does, just by removing Xyz material. So far this guy is good. If I pick up another Roach before Regional, or if I pick up a Roach before, Regionals, I will probably definitely throw one in instead of one of these, but I would still run 1 Utopia. So that's the deck, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, subscribe. For now, until next time, peace. I'm out.